Trump, Biden, Republicans, Democrats, are any of you triggered already?
Well, yes. Our country is increasingly polarized today around political issues.
Why does that happen, Harville?
Well, it happens because of the problem of objection to difference. Difference is the primary feature of everything in nature. There's nothing that's the same. But when things are different, it triggers our anxiety. And when we get our anxiety triggered, then we go into the tension of difference. And when you go into that, it can go into conflict. And if it's not resolved at the level of conflict, it can move to a higher level called polarization. And when you reach polarization, then there's hardly any connection between the two people who are talking. And that can often lead and does lead to violence.
How can we solve that problem? How can we get along with our families and our work and other people when we have different political positions?
Well, it's a big challenge, but we do have an answer and we do have a process. What we have to do is talk, but we have to learn how to talk. Most of us think that we know how to talk because we do. We talk all the time. It's the organic way that all human beings interact with each other. But what the case is, we don't know how to talk so that we connect with another human being. So we have to learn how to talk so that we can exchange words without polarizing, i.e. without criticizing, so we can listen to words without objecting to them and judging them, so that we can connect around and beyond our differences.
And it all goes back to the brain. When you feel threatened, your lower brain automatically is activated. You go into fight, flight, or freeze, and you're not open or receptive to any other information.
So then we have to activate the upper brain, and we do that by using something we call sentence stems, which is the first part of a sentence, which you then complete with other information that's relevant to the conversation. And when you do that, it structures your brain, moves you into your upper brain, and then you feel safe. And when you feel safe, you feel connected. And when you feel connected, you can process information.
Now, we understand that with politics, this may be really difficult, but your relationships are more important than politics. So, Harville, say more about the mirroring process.
Well, the mirroring process is a sort of formulaic. It starts off with something we call a sentence stem. And the sentence stem is a short sentence that begins a statement, and then you finish the statement with something that's relevant to what you're talking about. And so the person says, well, let me see if I've got that. And then you say back to the person who talked to you what you think you heard the person say, and you try to do it with accuracy. And when you finish saying that, then you check with the person. Did I get it? And that we call an accuracy check, because it's really important that when you mirror back what the person said, not what you thought they said, not what you interpreted them to say, but what they actually said.
The speaker will then have a chance to say more if there is more, and then you'll summarize what they said and say, did I get all of that?
And mirroring is the key element in the process. It's the key element. We said earlier that we need to learn to talk without criticizing and to listen without judging so that we can connect beyond our difference. So when we really focus on mirroring and really get what the other person said, then is when we move toward safety and toward connection. So we encourage you to try this because it will really help you with the connecting process.
Safe Conversations is here to help, and thank you for listening.